welcome to Hedgehog Holo. I'm excited to be here to show you the May LDRS release. Today is the first day of our inspiration week, so hop on over to the inspiration blog. The links will be below this video in the description. We'll be having lots of inspiration for you, tutorials, blog hops, prizes, and also hop to LDRS Creative over on Instagram to have a look. We've got more prizes we'll be giving away there, and we'll be doing some slideshow tutorials as well. So this is some of the new collection. There's one other item, which is the first one I'm going to show you. So it belongs in the candy bean collection. This is not the stamp set. The stamp set is actually Safari. So I'm going to bring my phone in here. We think if you watch Hedgehog Holo regularly, you'll know we have Miss Tilly, and she was going over this stamp set and we think she's walked away with it. So you get the zebra, the lion, the monkey, and the giraffe. You also get these wonderful sentiments in there. It'll be the same size as this one. In fact, it looks almost identical, except we've got these safari animals in there. So you get all of your photopolymer stamps in here, and then you get the coordinating dies as well. So really lovely, lovely set. Again, I'll give you a quick peek. So we've got the lion, the monkey, the giraffe, the zebra, and some really lovely sentiments in there as well that you can use with it. So there's 24 pieces in total between the stamps and the dies that you get in that set. So you also get in this new release, we have the Happy Days 5 dies. So we've got the bow to create there, we have the wonderful scallop circle, this stitch circle there, and 2 flowers. We have Petal Perfection, and I'll be showing you later in the video some tips for working with Petal Perfection or any sort of rosette die. Really quick and simple ways to do it, makes it super easy. Then we have Polka Doodle, Sink or Swim. You can see they're all here in their little boat, or the elephant, the owl, the bunnies, foxes, mice, absolutely beautiful. And nautical theme is definitely really popular at the moment. Then we have Just Because, and we again have them coming with their little gifts in here. Just so, so cute. I love how these look. And then we have the Build-A-Card Pinafore. So these work, you get a set of dies here. So you can see you've got the outlines. This one at the top here does not have cut lines along the top. Again, I'll be showing you how to work with this. I'm just going to do kind of a quick recap on how you use some of these items if you've never seen them before. This creates for you the perfect card base, so we'll be doing that. We have the Woodland Foliage frames as well. So you have this beautiful oval die, and if I turn it over, you can see there you've also got these wonderful crimped ones that you can use together with this, or they would work perfectly on any card as well. Plus you've got some foliage and acorns and things in there too. And of course we couldn't have a lovely collection like this without some matching papers. This is the Sweet Pea Country Friends paper. We actually had this in the Hedgehog Holo box a couple of months ago now. This was an exclusive for a few months, so it's now available on the LDRS website, and you've got some beautiful patterns in here too. So wonderful new release. So let's get started and have a look how you can use it. So first of all, I want to show you how the Build-A-Card works. So let's get our Pinafore out. This would be absolutely beautiful for a new baby card, a christening card, a congratulations on a new baby, or for a baby shower. So when you work with these dies, you'll see you have your cut outlines here. It's going to cut that big piece, and it's going to cut up to there. So this is a 6x12 piece of cardstock, just 12x12 I've cut in half, and then folded in half to form a card base. So I'm going to pop these on here, and you want these pieces here that stick up to be on the edge of your card as straight as possible. So I'm going to grab some post-it tape. You'll notice all LDRS dies are coloured. Not only does that make them look pretty, they have a practical purpose. It's a Teflon coating, and lots of our dies are lacy and intricate, and it just ensures that easy release on there. So there is also a practical purpose to having that. Plus, of course, they look lovely in our collection. So I'm going to pop this through my Gemini. So you can see there I've got a wonderful cut even through some really thick cardstock as well. And so I'm just going to peel off my tape so I can lift up my die. And the great thing about this tape is it's completely reusable. I stick it on the edge of my glass mat. off I go. So you can see there I've got pretty much the makings of my finished piece. What I'm going to do is take a little pair of snips, and I'm just going to take off those two little pieces, and again here in the middle. And so that gives us our finished little onesie. I also want to show you how to work with the accordion die and some of my tips. So these are pieces I have pre-cut for card bases. So these are 8.5 by 11 and they're just cut in half long ways. So I'm going to stick this on and I'm going to leave 1/4 of an inch or so on this side, and I'm going to do the same on the other side. Just roughly, I'm just going to trim with my scissors, and I'll keep that bit for a future project. Then I'm going to run it through my die cutting machine, and I use the Gemini Junior, and this is what will come out. So you can see if I peel off the die, because it is that easy release, and it does poke out all those lovely little lacy holes. You could thread some ribbon through there or some thread. So what you get is this piece, and this piece is still attached. Now you want that to be attached for now. And you can then trim this down to any length or width you'd like to have. But I like having these extra pieces. Don't necessarily need to be as long as this. So I'm going to grab my guillotine and I'm just going to trim off a little bit. I also had already die cut another one ready. So, and then the next thing you want to do is you have two scores in here. So you have one in the middle of your arc and you have one at the end of your arc. So you're going to just concertina backwards and forwards. This is just the way I find it easiest. Like this. It's concertina all the way along. And then grab either your bone folder or the side of however you prefer to do it, and just firm up those folds all the way along so that you basically have a little fan. You're going to do the same on the other one. Now if I was going to do it around, say this circle here, I probably want 4. So I kind of anticipate the quarters. I'm just going to do 2 here, which is a little bit smaller, but I'll show you the technique that makes it super simple. So again, do that, firm this up, so you have that, and this is where those little tabs are now going to come in handy. So you only need the tabs on one of the pieces, so I'm going to trim it off of that one. I'm going to apply my adhesive, and I'm just going to use a glue dot because they're nice and strong. I'm going to put a glue dot on that one tab there. And I'm going to first of all overlap half a fold. So one piece of the concertina, and then just slide it out. Your bottoms may not match perfectly, but you actually want your tops to match. So you can do it like that, or depending on how many, the more of them you put together, the more overlap you want between each one. So if I was only going to do the 2, just adding it in there would work perfectly. Now if I was going to add all 4, I would probably overlap a whole concertina. So I try to make it fit perfectly, and I would add a little bit more adhesive. So I've added adhesive on this whole piece here, and now I'm going to overlap the whole one. So I'm actually going to just cover it completely up, and that gives me a seamless piece. But the tabs will work fine if you've just got a couple. The more you've got, you're going to put a little bit more stress into it, so you're going to want to overlap them. So again, if I wanted to add more in, I could do that. I'm now going to just firm this up and close it into my circle. So whenever you're done, unless of course you could absolutely do a straight piece like this, but now that I'm ready to close up my circle, I'm going to overlap another one here. like so. And so I have this piece that is folded. Again, I'm just going to make sure that it concertinas. So I'm just going to go around, around, and then all I'm going to do is, I've got my arches at the bottom, this piece at the top, and we're going to push. Now this is going to be a little bit harder because actually I'm going to open this up because you do need more of them in there. What will happen, so typically yours will be closed, just because I'm showing it on a video. You're then going to push, and that pushing motion is going to give you that arc. So it's a little bit difficult because I haven't added the 4 in, but you can see there I've got around about half a circle. So start with at least 4. You could do just a straight piece. You could even just do that, and you could take a strip of paper, adhere these 2 edges, and you would have a stand-up fan, perfect for an easel card. A really lovely thing. If you're doing the peacock, there is a peacock stamp from LDRS, you could do the peacock tail like that as well. You could make this pop up in the center of your card when you open it, or as I say, you could add 2 more and you could then make that circle. So again, when you're done, you're going to make sure you've got your concertina circle. You can see I've got half a circle here, and you're going to have your scalloped pieces to the bottom, and you're just going to push your hand down, and that's going to create your circle. So you don't then have to worry about getting it in the right place at all. So I also wanted to show you just a little finished idea with this onesie. So let me grab that die again. So this is the Build-A-Card. This is the card base that we made originally. And I've die cut this next layer in, the frilly piece, from a piece of the Country Friends paper. Now, if you've ever used LDRS paper, it's a really thick paper. It's almost like a thinner cardstock. It's lovely and thick. It's not double-sided, so you get each design printed on there twice, so that you get 24 sheets in a pack. They're all 6x6. And so I have cut the first piece of my Pinafore out, and I'm going to stick that on. So and I'm going to layer this on like this. Then I also created this piece here out of some more of the Designer Series paper. And I'm actually just going to add my adhesive on the top. So again, you could put a little message, you could pop a little gift card under here. So you can just have it as a nice little element on your card as well. And then we're going to add on our vellum. Now, vellum can be something that's a little bit difficult to adhere. So I like to use a particular vellum tape. And that's the W Plus tape. So this is designed to go with vellum. It's refillable. And it's one of the best ones I've ever seen. So I'm just adding 3 little pieces along here. And I'm going to line this up on the top there, so I can still see my rosebuds through it. I also have that really pretty little layer under there as well. And just to add that finishing touch, I die cut the bow, which is here in the Happy Days layering set here. And I die cut it from some cotton paper. This is the Tonic English lace cotton paper. It actually feels like a fabric. And it's really pretty and delicate, and I thought it would offset our onesie beautifully. So to make up the bow, again, I'm going to use my glue dots, and I'm going to fold it over in half again. So I folded those 2 ends in to meet the middle at the back, and every single glue dot has stuck to me. So I'm actually going to use some liquid adhesive. And my favourite liquid adhesive is the Nuvo Tonic Deluxe. So I'm just going to do that. I'm going to take this centerpiece and take that other centerpiece. I'm just going to hold my little tweezers in there just for a minute. Absolutely love these tweezers. They're a long-nosed tweezer. I'll link them up for you. They're actually meant for sewing and for threading overlockers, but I use them in my craft room all the time. And then you have this wonderful puffy bow now. And so again, I'm just going to use the same adhesive on here. And I'm going to add that bow in the middle of our pinafore. And because then you could add your sentiment. As I say, you've got that lovely little pocket under there as well. You could include a gift card in there. But such a quick and simple. And I think it's a really nice, clean and simple. You could tailor it to boys with blue. You could go lemon. Lots of different colour ideas. And of course, you've got that little hidden piece under there, and I love that little bit that the vellum just adds on there as well. So thank you so much for joining me for the LDRS new release. Don't forget to check out those links in the description below and hop with all of us here at LDRS to see what we have coming up, and we cannot wait to show you. We're going to have inspiration weeks each and every month with prizes and blog hops and tutorials for you, and we'll be giving away on the blog and over on Instagram at LDRS_creative. We'll see you again very soon. Happy stamping, everyone. Bye.